You keep getting pregnant back to back to back, having abortions back to back to back. You fought pregnant a couple of times. I was like,
What? In the official suspension order issued by the Michigan Unarmed Combat Commission, they said the conduct of Claressa M. Shields, a licensed professional boxer, constitutes an imminent threat to the integrity of the sport of professional boxing.
O'Shea, now that you look back at it, do you think that she was kind of like you guys for her father?
yeah, I mean, I can't look at it no other way. You got deceived by your coach. You knew it was some type of sickness with that. You think it's a joke. Fought pregnant a couple of times. The spiritual part of what I would see in that basement, I didn't understand what my gifts were at the time. And I was like, that was bothering me. So I thought I was going crazy.
Because this basement was where
everybody was basically being tortured at.
Yes.
Yeah. And you were sleeping down there.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I was like, you want to talk about what happened in the basement? And
you said that out loud.
Yeah. I was like, you want to talk about what happened in the basement? And I was like, that's not what you said in the basement. He got even more angry. He was like, you're not going to do that to me in my gym. Like, just yelling now.
Remy Ma's prayers are finally being answered, as word around town is that Papoose is planning to break up with Claressa after discovering she terminated her pregnancy without informing him. It seems Claressa recently found out she was pregnant, but she quickly made the decision to have an abortion without telling Papoose. This isn't the first time she's reportedly ended a pregnancy. It's been said that she has done so before, including one she had with her former trainer, Tony Harrison. This information was shared by her former best friend, Jada Davis, who claims Claressa got pregnant by Papoose. But just like the others, she ended the pregnancy and didn't tell him until it was all over. Now, Papoose is reportedly planning to leave her and expose the situation. This drama reportedly began after Claressa tested positive for marijuana following her fight with Danielle Perkins. After the match, her saliva was tested, and traces of marijuana were found in her system, despite her knowing it was banned. Claressa denied ever smoking marijuana that day, and even claimed she had never smoked it in her life. She explained, during an appearance on the Tamron Hall show, that the reason for the traces in her system might have been due to being around people who had smoked marijuana after the fight, unknowingly absorbing it.
You do the saliva, thinking nothing.
Nothing.
Usual standard business practice here.
Yes.
It comes back positive for what they describe as trace amounts of marijuana, which is banned by the Michigan Commission,
Yes.
that league. You say, and you've said it to our audience, you have never smoked marijuana before, ever.
No.
How does the test come back positive?
Well, after the fight, a lot of fans, well, one, the place reeked of marijuana. I have nothing against marijuana. If you smoke marijuana, great for you. Cool. But the place reeked of marijuana. And then before I got to do the mouth swab, I was hugging and everybody was hugging and kissing me in Flint. Everybody felt like they're my cousin, sister, brother, friend.
You're the hero of Flint.
Yes, everybody was hugging and kissing me. And I know some boxers don't stop and greet the fans, but I'm not one of them. I hugged and kissed everybody back.
Yeah, okay.
So,
right. And that is relevant because you did the urine test after that.
Yes.
And you posted the results of your urine test, the urine test that was submitted, which was negative for marijuana.
Yes.
And you captioned it, "I've always competed clean. I stand by that. I take my integrity seriously inside and outside the ring." I do want to point out to the audience, according to the Journal of Analytical Toxicology, urine tests are better for long-term detection, while saliva tests are better for detecting recent use. That said, another study in the Journal of Analytical Toxicology found that inhaling secondhand smoke is one reason a person can have a false positive swab.
While all this was happening, and Claressa was struggling to protect her career, her former best friend, Jada Davis, stepped forward with shocking allegations against her. Jada accused Claressa of being involved in disturbing rituals and claimed that she had undergone multiple abortions for different men. According to Jada, when Claressa was still a minor, she had an intimate relationship with her ex-coach, Tony Harrison, without any protection. This allegedly led to her getting pregnant by him multiple times. Additionally, Jada stated that Claressa contracted several health issues, forcing her to spend a significant amount of money on treatments. Despite this, Jada claimed that Claressa continued her relationship with Tony, going back to him even after recovering from each procedure.
You know, you kept having sex with him underage. You knew it was wrong. You knew it was some type of sickness with that. You think it's a joke. You know, you keep getting pregnant back to back to back, having back to back to back.
Jada also accused Claressa of fighting while pregnant and intentionally depriving herself of food for days to manage her weight before a fight. She claimed this took place during the time Claressa was preparing for her fight with Hannah Gabriel. According to Jada, Claressa was pregnant throughout that period, but was also severely restricting her food intake in order to hide the weight gain from others.
Fought pregnant a couple of times. I was like,
What? Whoa. Slide back, bro. Whoa. She fought pregnant?
yeah, Hannah Gabriel.
Uppercut attack on Shields.
Yeah, that's why she got dropped. Yeah, she ended up getting back up and winning a fight, but that's why she got dropped.
She was pregnant?
She was pregnant, and she didn't eat for 3 days straight prior to fight day.
Trying to make weight.
Trying to make weight, but you're pregnant.
My goodness.
Oh, girls do that. They do that. They do.
So girls fight all the time pregnant?
Yep, all the time.
Before Jada revealed all these allegations, Claressa had actually gone live to share a story about how one of her former friends, who she used to hang out with, had reached out to complain about being ignored ever since Claressa became more successful in the industry. At that time, Claressa didn't name the friend in question. However, after Jada released the video exposing Claressa, many people now believe that Jada was the friend she was referring to in her earlier live stream.
My friends was I guess she told me since she haven't seen me for a while that me and her aren't. She don't look at me as being her friend no more. But the last time I seen her and we got to eat, we was damn good friends. Talking about all that personal shit. Now she's saying that since she haven't seen me and she haven't heard from me since December, I've been getting ready for a fight, promoting the movie, training, doing all this stuff. And she gonna tell me that now she don't think that me and her friends no more. That's why she felt the need to comment on some bull about me up on social media. And I said, okay, that's cool. I'm glad you let me know that you think that we're not friends or that you feel that we're not friends no more because we haven't talked in however long you talking about. Man, I unfriend her ass on everything. Somebody said, can you call me? I ain't even gonna call her.
Claressa saw everything Jada was saying about her and quickly stepped in to set the record straight as the situation was starting to spiral out of control. If she didn't address it, things would only get worse for her. It was clear that there was a deliberate attempt to bring her down, and the outrageous allegations Jada was making were only making matters harder for Claressa. She claimed that Jada had even accused her of sexual assault at one point, but she insisted that was completely false. Claressa went on to say that Jada suffers from multiple mental health issues and tends to fabricate these extreme stories about people whenever their relationship falls apart.
How it didn't, how our friendship didn't work out or how stuff happened, whatever. But to that person who's saying that I jumped them and attacked them and even as far as them things like rape and molestation and all this stuff, this is a message from that same person 1 year ago that I have not responded to. And she wrote me she sent this voice memo on Facebook last year around June, July. I never responded to it because I'm trying to keep her away from me. I don't want to talk to her. Everybody who comes around her, she spins the story and does this exact same thing. Accuse them of rape, accuse them of trying to do stuff to her, accuse them of hating her, disliking her, wanting to be her. And I know for a fact that this person has mental issues, schizophrenia, and she's bipolar. But this is the voice memo that she sent me a year ago. For her to say I did all these crazy things to her, this is what she sent me. And this when I knew she's obsessed.
I say all that to say, I've been having dreams about you. I've been having visions about your personal life. And I'm like, God, why are you telling me her business? This ain't none of my business. Please, just do what you need to do for your daughter. Because she does believe in you. Do what you need to do for her. I don't know why you let me know. I ain't want nothing to do with that. But I'm an intercessor, which means when I pray, I see visions. And I don't want to
And that's why I'm going to say this. People, yes, she has a mental illness, but then she's using God. And that God showed her this, God showed her that. And she's on YouTube saying the same things about me, but making up lies. Using God to make up lies and talk bad about a person. That's insane, and she is obsessed, but I'm about to keep letting it play out.
When Claressa tried to address the situation, it ended up making things worse for her. It seemed like she wasn't really addressing the specific claims Jada had made. Instead, she focused more on trying to convince everyone that Jada was crazy. She spent over 20 minutes on that live, but didn't once address the accusations about her having a relationship with her former coach. One person pointed out, "You're not addressing the real issues." Another commenter said, "She talked for so long but didn't say anything of substance. Are those allegations true or not? She didn't defend herself against the accusations." It seemed like there was something deeper and more personal between them. Following this live stream, Claressa sent Jada a cease and desist letter, but that only seemed to fuel Jada even more. She immediately went back on Instagram Live with more accusations, claiming Claressa was a demon and alleging that Claressa had been contacting her family members to intimidate them into making her apologize.
Now, like I said, I don't care about what you and your little legal team do. Not taking down no videos. I'm not saying allegedly. I'm not saying any of that. You're an evil person and you really need help. You're a demon at this point. Because for you to sit there and you're always trying to silence somebody, you smack the messenger to take the podcast down, whatever the case is, you're always trying to silence somebody. You're very controlling. It's giving Jezebel, it's giving narcissist. That's just what you are. You're evil. So it's weird for you to sit there and do all of that, knowing what you did. Because let's be for real, if somebody really did not do anything, you wouldn't be telling my dad she can call me to apologize. But you're slow. So we already got that down pat. You're slow as all get out. I have no respect for you.
As if things weren't already bad enough, rumors began circulating that Claressa was pregnant by Papoose. But like the alleged pregnancies with her former coach, she reportedly terminated it and only told Papoose after the fact. While many were shocked by this news, it's not all that surprising that Claressa might be reluctant to have children. She's openly stated for some time that she doesn't want to bring kids into the world due to the trauma she experienced with her own parents. Claressa has explained that having children was never part of her plans, but if she ever did decide to have them, it would only be with her husband. The catch is, she's not married to Papoose. He's still legally married to Remy, and until Remy agrees to sign the divorce papers, he can't marry Claressa. Rumor has it that Remy is holding off on signing those papers for this very reason. However, Claressa is now setting the record straight and denying the rumors that Papoose was planning to dump her over her terminating his baby. She clarified that she's not pregnant and hasn't had an abortion. If she ever does become pregnant, she'll share the news just as she did when she and Papoose started their relationship.
I never even went viral for shit like boxing, how I go viral for the shit that's been going on now. So, now that I'm getting to the nitty-gritty, therefore, you guys, no, I am not pregnant. If I was pregnant, I would announce it to the whole world like I did when me and Papoose came out. I will let you guys know, okay? It would be our internet child, okay? I would expect all y'all to send me money and buy diapers and clothes, and I would do a live gender reveal, all that. We would all be together in this. So no, I am not pregnant. And when I find out that I am, I will let you guys know. Okay? So no, I'm not. I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant.
Rumor has it that this whole situation really had Remy feeling some type of way, as she was secretly hoping the rumors were true. She saw it as an opportunity to sneak back into Papoose's life. People had various opinions about it, like one commenter, who said that Jada, Claressa's former friend, tried to expose her secrets, but only ended up looking jealous and spiteful. They pointed out how this is exactly why some people avoid making close friends as adults, saying, with friends like, "This, who needs enemies?" Another person warned, Get a restraining order on her, she's obsessed. Be careful, because the more successful you get, the more people will try to tear you down. You can't trust everyone these days. Now, I want to hear what you think. Do you believe the rumor about Claressa being pregnant by Papoose? And do you think she really had multiple abortions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out this other messy video.